Hello guys, I am Dr. Krishna Bhargavi and welcome to my channel. In this video, we will discuss about the next capability of SQL select statement, which is the selection capability. As we already have discussed, SQL select statement is basically having three capabilities: projection, selection and joins. You can listen to the previous video for the projection capability. In this video, we will focus on selection capability. So let us proceed with this capability of the select statement. So here for the selection capability, we will get three clauses in addition, unlike the previous projection capability. So in the projection capability, the minimum number of clauses that we are having. So let me write here. So the minimum number of clauses that we use for projection capability are 2. And what are those? We make use of select clause and from clause. Now, to achieve the selection capability, compulsory number of clauses or the minimum number of clauses for achieving selection capability are 3. So what are the clauses that we use here? Select, from and where. So here on the slide, if you can observe, these two lines represent the projection capability of a select statement. So now we can easily understand that here we are achieving the selection capability by using this clause called as where clause. So here in the where clause, we specify the conditions. There can be a single condition or multiple conditions. So while specifying the conditions, these are the rules that we will be following. So first thing is you specify the column name and make use of an operator, and then on the right hand side of the operator, you can make use of either a single column name or provide a constant, or you can also compare with a list of values, right? So here, to know what are the columns that are available in a table, we know that we can obtain that by making use of the describe command and specify the table name. With which value should we compare? That depends upon our requirement. So here our question is, what operators can we use here when we are writing up this condition? So here basically we have these 4 types of SQL operators. The first category we call it as arithmetic operator. Second one, relational or comparison operators. Third one, logical operators, and fourth one, SQL operators. So these set of operators are exclusively available for SQL only. The other 3 kinds of operators are available in any other programming language as well. So here the first set of operators, which are arithmetic operators. Here if you observe, percentile is not an arithmetic operator in SQL. So we have only 4 arithmetic operators: plus, minus, star and divided by. Correct? So here, where can you use this arithmetic operator? So these arithmetic operators can be used in the select clause as well as in the where clause of a select statement. Then coming to the relational operators, these set of operators we can make use of them only in the where clause of a select statement. You cannot use them in the select list. Okay, so here the comparison operators that we have are for comparing the values with another column or comparing the values of one column with another column. Correct? So here the comparison operators are greater than equal to, less than equal to, not equal to. And to represent not equal to, you have these 3 alternatives. The first one is generally the one which we follow in other languages, but this and this also represent the not equal to operator in SQL. Then moving forward, the third type of operator, we call this as logical operator. You can make use of a logical operator only in the where clause of a select statement. And just like relational or comparison operators, logical operators cannot be used in the select list of the select statement. And here the operators that are available under logical operators are and, or, not. And the basic purpose of using these logical operators are to combine multiple conditions. So if in case you have more than one condition, in order to combine those multiple conditions, we make use of the logical operators. And then coming to the SQL operators, these are the special set of operators that we have exclusively for SQL. Yes, so I'll discuss about these set of operators in the upcoming videos. So you have four such kind of operators to compare list of values. So here between and we call this as the range operator, which will check for a range of values. In order to perform pattern matches, we make use of like operator. In operator is used to check for a list of values. And here in SQL or in RDBMS, we have a special value called null. I already have discussed about null in the projection capability video in the previous one. You can refer to that. So null value basically represents nothing. So here when I say null, it is not equal to 0. It is not equal to an empty space. So if it is not equal to 0 or an empty space, how do you check for a value? Correct? So in order to check for these null values, we have this separate set of operator which we call as is null. The negation of it is not null. So let us discuss in detail about each of these operators. So here we will go with the first query and try to understand the query as well as execute it. Please observe the question. So what is the question? We wanted to select the employee ID, name, designation and department number of employees who belong to department 90. So here, in order to obtain the employee ID, name, designation and department number, if one is not comfortable with the attribute names, here you can go up with the describe command and specify the table name so that you will get the list of attributes that are available in the table. So now let us start with the select statement. So here we have select. What attributes are needed? Employee ID, name, designation, department number. So here list out those attributes. So we will specify employee ID. Name is available with the attribute last underscore name. Salary. Designation is available with job underscore ID. And the department number. Salary is not there, I'm sorry. So we require department number. From which table do we want to retrieve the data? From employees table, right? And now you have an additional condition. So in order to specify this condition, make use of the where clause. So what is the condition? We only require the information who belong to the department number 90. So here in the where condition, to specify the condition, what we need to mention? You need to specify the column name. So the column name is department underscore ID. Then specify the operator. So as you are comparing with the value, you make use of equality. And here on the right hand side of the operator, you can make use of either a column, a constant or list of values. So here we are speaking about a constant. So I am specifying 90 and a semicolon. So let us execute this. So here if you can observe the details, there are only 3 employees who belong to the 90th department. So this is how you can write the query. Yes. So here when you are comparing with numerical data, we do not have any problem. But here is the next question, which wants to display the name, designation and department number of employees whose last name is valid. So please observe this question. So here in this case, we wanted to retrieve or select the information where last name is valid, right? So here I wanted to give you a point. First thing, when you are checking for the character data or yes, the character data, always ensure that this character data is mentioned in single quotations. It is compulsory. Second thing, the data that you have in the tables is basically case sensitive. So if your data in the table is available with uppercase W valid and you are trying to check with all in lowercase valid, though the names are logically same, it still says that no rows are selected. The reason is ASCII character of this is different from this. So please ensure that the data that you are having in the database is exactly matching in the case that you are comparing with. Yes, so these are the 2 points that you will have to remember when providing the select statement. So here, while you are writing, we make 3 clauses: select, from and where. You wanted to retrieve data from the employees table. What data would you like to retrieve? Please observe the question. We want name, designation and department number. So name is available with last name, designation with job ID, department number with department underscore ID. So for whose data do you require this? Those who are having name as valid. So last name is the column name and the operator we are using is double equality. And here when you are specifying the string literal, please ensure that you provide in single quotations and this is case sensitive, right? So the order of execution is first from clause gets executed, then where clause gets executed and then the select list gets executed. So let us observe the output. So here I am writing select last underscore name, job underscore ID, department underscore ID from the table name which is employees, where provide the condition. So here the condition is last name is equal to valid, semicolon, right? So there is only one person with name valid who is an advertising assistant and who belongs to the 10th department, right? So here the key points that you will have to remember is mention the string literal in single quotations and provide the string with case sensitivity. So the next question here is available on the slide. Display name of employees who joined on 7th February 1996. So here with respect to date data type, I would like to give you few more instructions. So when you are working with date data type, there are again 2 things that you will have to focus. So when you are comparing with date data type, please ensure that this is enclosed in single quotations. And unlike character data, this data is format sensitive. It is not case sensitive, it is format sensitive. So the default format that we use in SQL is basically DD, MON and RR, right? So if I have to write today's date, it is 03 Jan 24. Okay, so this is how you will have to specify. If you mention 03/03/2024, it just says that it cannot recognize this as a data type of date. Okay, so now let us try to write the select statement. So here we go with select from where. So from which table would you like to retrieve the data? Employees table. What data is needed for us? We only require the name of the employee. So I am providing last name. So let us also take the hire date also, so that we will be able to understand whether he has joined on that date or not. So here while comparing, we are comparing with hire date attribute is equal to what is the date with which we wanted to compare? 17th February 96. Am I clear? So enclose this in single quotations and ensure that this is provided with this format only. Okay. So here we go with. So I am writing select last underscore name, comma, hire underscore date from employees where hire underscore date is equal to, instead of writing the exact format, here I am mentioning a different one. Please observe this. What kind of error is it throwing? Please observe. What did it say? It cannot identify this month. The reason is you will have to provide that with 3-lettered month name. Correct? So here now I am changing this and mentioning it as FEB. Now please observe. There is only one person called Halston who joined in the company on 17th Feb 96. Yes. So this is how we compare with the character data and the date data. So please ensure that character values are always case sensitive and date values are format sensitive. Yes. So here, as I told you, the first set of operators that you can use are comparison operators, and the previous examples that we have seen are using equality as the comparison operator. Let us go with one more example which uses other than equality, the list of comparison operators, one among them. So here is the query. We wanted to display the name and salary of employees who earn salary less than or equal to 3,000. I request you to pause the video for a while and try to write the query by yourself. It would be great if you practice in this way. So here I am giving you the answer. It is always good if you break down the select statement into clauses and make it as the fill in the blanks approach. So from which table? Employees table. What data is required? Name and salary. So name is available with last underscore name attribute. Salary with salary as the attribute. And what is the condition? The condition that we wanted to search is on salary. And what operator do you need to use here? It is less than or equal to. So mention less than or equal to, and what is the value? It is 3,000. So column name, comparison operator, and a value that you are providing. Let us execute this. Select last name, salary from employees where salary less than equal to 3,000. So here there are 26 people who are earning less than 3,000 salary from the employees table. So this is the query for it. Yes. So here in this video, we discussed about the selection capability of the select statement. And we also have seen what are the operators that are available in SQL in order to use in the select statement. And among which we discussed about the comparison operator. In the next video, we will discuss about range operator. If you liked my video, please do like, share and subscribe. Thank you.